It's absolutely captivating to explore how the early 20th century campaign against cannabis completely transformed public perception of a plant that has been woven into the fabric of human culture for millennia. What's intriguing is that this push to demonize cannabis was fueled largely by the economic interests of individuals and corporations seeking profits from its prohibition.
Wait, so you're telling me there were these huge financial interests lurking behind the whole anti-cannabis movement? How did that all kick off?
Great observation. The campaign really started with Harry J. Anslinger, the first commissioner of the Federal Bureau of Narcotics. Initially, he was quite indifferent about cannabis. But when alcohol prohibition ended, he was in dire need of a new villain to rally against. Guess what? He turned to cannabis to fill that void.
Oh wow, that's like finding a scapegoat right after the party dies down? Did he have any specific strategies or ways he framed his argument to win people over?
Absolutely. Anslinger embarked on a really sneaky propaganda campaign. He started using the term marijuana instead of cannabis, linking it with Mexican immigrants to exploit societal fears and prejudices. It's wild to think that he was essentially stoking xenophobia to serve his agenda. And get this, he created a gore file filled with exaggerated tales of cannabis-inspired violence.
A gore file? That sounds just, awful. Were these stories even rooted in reality? Or was it all just, sensationalism?
Exactly right. It was all sensationalism, completely devoid of factual basis. Anslinger's language had overtly racist undertones linking cannabis prohibition with racial biases. And also, William Randolph Hearst, that giant of the media world, chimed in, publishing flashy articles tying cannabis to criminality. It was like the perfect storm of misinformation at play.
So, Hearst was in it for personal reasons too? Like, he was worried about competition from hemp or something like that?
You've got it. Hearst had financial stakes in timber and paper industries, seeing hemp as a direct threat. What's really intriguing is that it wasn't just about beliefs. It was about protecting profits. These economic interests were propelling the misinformation train forward.
So it wasn't just Anslinger, but big corporations uniting to push this narrative. That feels like, a plot twist ripped right from a conspiracy movie. Laughs.
Exactly. And let's not forget about the DuPont Chemical Company. They were heavily investing in synthetic fibers, like nylon. Hemp offered an eco-friendly alternative threatening their profits, so they colluded with government officials, including Andrew Mellon, another DuPont investor, to push hemp out of the picture.
Whoa, it sounds like corporate espionage meets public policy. But I've heard of this film called Reefer Madness. What's that all about?
Reefer Madness is an iconic example of propaganda gone wild. The film portrayed cannabis users as dangerously irrational and even violent. It's filled with wholly exaggerated claims, lacking any scientific grounding. Just pure fear-mongering, this film contributed to the moral panic that ultimately led to the Marijuana Tax Act of 1937.
So, did that actually criminalize cannabis? Or was it more about the tax side of things?
Great follow-up. It didn't directly criminalize cannabis, but it made legal usage nearly impossible because of oppressive taxes and regulations. Even credible organizations like the American Medical Association pushed back against the bill. But it passed, riding high on fear-driven propaganda tactics.
Wow, that's bonkers. And now, reflecting on it, the environmental impact of this prohibition. I mean, isn't it wild how hemp is eco-friendly and offers sustainable solutions while synthetic fibers just wreak havoc on our planet?
You absolutely nailed it. Hemp grows without pesticides and can replace a dizzying array of harmful products. It's truly a sustainable resource. In contrast, synthetic fibers like nylon, originating from petroleum, inflict serious damage on the environment. The irony is that by restricting access to cannabis, we've chained ourselves to materials that compromise ecological wellness.
That's such a captivating perspective. It's almost like a cautionary tale about how special interests can twist public opinion and policy. So, looking ahead, what can we do to, fix this narrative?
The key is to stay informed and actively challenge the false narratives surrounding cannabis. By learning and sharing knowledge, we can start to dismantle those outdated stereotypes and advocate for a reassessment of cannabis laws to highlight its medicinal benefits and positive environmental contributions. Recognizing how social manipulation plays a role is essential in moving toward informed conversations.
Wow, I'm so stoked to dive deeper into cannabis now. It's just mind-blowing how the past influences our present, huh?